to?
What?
We don't know where Noah vanished to?
No comment.
There was no Noah. There never was.
That explains a lot.
You alright?
Yeah, I just dropped my multimeter on my foot.
So, this is on the internet.
Oh, we're
I
on.
should tell Kira that we're up then.
Yeah, we're up. Here we go, guys. Hi there. Welcome back to Bedlam. I'm in charge now. I'm sorry in advance.
Are we still going by Bedlam?
Oh my gosh!
Because I mean,
Welcome to
we
not
can go by
Bedlam.
Bedlam, but our characters can't.
We're not Bedlam. We just raise it.
Didn't you make a comment about our characters all being flowery and so we need it to be like a flower name?
Flower power.
That's yeah, it was the it was going to be
Okay, right?
Francis and the Flower Patch.
No.
The
Actually-
garden center.
the garden center.
That could work.
Your local Lowe's.
You're
Lois and Hyacinth?
oh my word.
That was bad.
I'm sorry.
I think I took damage from that pun.
Psychic damage.
Yeah.
Wait, so now do I have two magic powers? I can make bad puns and do damage, or I can just put people to sleep by, like, talking about things that people aren't interested in?
The seeds of oblivion. Nah. That's too over the top. Who makes seeds? Burpee. The Burpee crew.
I must apologize for any ensuing loud noises. I would mute my microphone if both hands are in use.
Ethan's ceiling falls
Come
down.
on, man. You can't mute your microphone with your toes, your elbows, your nose?
Yeah.
Tongue, 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 tongue. And that's when no one comes back in. Oh, my goodness.
Oof, I really should stop trying to cook.
But what did you try to cook out of curiosity?
I tried to make myself sushi.
That doesn't seem
Cooked
that much
sushi.
like...
Oh,
But-
cooked sushi, okay.
I was gonna say, that doesn't sound like cooking.
So I had to cook the rice, and I had to heat up the shrimp and cut vegetables. So all I had to cook was the rice, but I don't know why it made me feel not good.
It might have been the shrimp. Ditto.
Who knows? I have a lot of it in my fridge. I
Shrimp are
love
tasty.
shrimp. Shrimp is not evil.
Shrimp are tasty.
There's a lot of it in my refrigerator now, and I need to do something with it.
Is
Man,
there-
I wish I could afford shrimp.
Is there
I don't like
anybody
shrimp, but I would like to be able to afford it.
The fish!
And then,
I can't afford it, but this bag of shrimp was $5, and I haven't bought gas in several weeks.
$5 shrimp. There's your answer, Harley.
Why have you not bought gas?
Because I didn't need to drive anywhere, because I
Ah.
live at work.
That's
yeah, I think the $5 shrimp gives you your answer, Harley.
But that was about how much all of the shrimp in the grocery store was, so I just assumed that it was cheaper for no
Don't-
apparent reason.
Don't buy shrimp from the grocery store. Also, don't
always
buy
buy shrimp.
bagged shrimp.
I
Don't
always
buy
buy bagged
bagged
shrimp.
shrimp.
It never bothers
no.
me. Yes.
No.
Harley
Never
leaves
get
7-Eleven with
frozen
3
shrimp.
buckets of shrimp.
Always get. That's what I always buy.
Yes, do you know how dangerous that is? And how
It's never
bad for you
harmed me
frozen shrimp
before.
is? Harley, we're just trying to look out for you.
But I spent $5 on it, so I'm gonna eat it anyway later.
Harley,
Don't
if
argue
you-
with us.
Okay,
Cook it to
So
death.
just for logic's sake here, if you feel bad now, and hypothetically you spend the rest of the evening puking your guts up, are you going to eat the rest of that shrimp? Or am I,
I
going to
mean-
need to skip school for the next several days to drive down to Carolina to steal the shrimp out of your fridge.
Oh, I'm closer to Carolina. I'll do it.
I'll help.
Okay.
Which
It's only about a
That's
3-hour
a
drive.
very long drive from Rochester.
I was going to say that I would eat it solely for the purpose that would mean you would drive down here and visit me, but
But I don't matter that much.
Ethan goes on a road trip. I'll just find Harley sitting in the middle of the kitchen floor eating the last shrimp.
I have foiled your efforts.
What you do is figure out if it was actually the shrimp. So you need to take each thing that you ate in the sushi and eat it separately, each one on a different day over the next couple of days, and figure out when you get sick again. Then you'll know exactly what it was that made you sick.
I think I ate too much too fast.
Is this still on the internet?
Yeah, no, this is
Yeah,
still,
by the
this is
way,
all out there.
welcome, Scott, to our discussing why Harley is sick.
I'm not sick,
Stream.
my stomach just feels weird.
That's what sick means. My stomach feels weird, that's all.
My stomach feels weird. There's snot pouring from my sinus cavity. That's not
You know,
sick.
if that was happening, it would just be allergies. I don't
It's
think you guys
always
get it.
allergies.
Yeah.
That's what you say after you sneeze on somebody else's sandwich at lunch.
I just refuse to admit, like, even if I am actually sick, I never admit that I'm sick. Perhaps that's unhealthy, but it's accurate.
Yeah.
Andrew, I'm a little worried now that you're going around sneezing on people's sandwiches.
You know. You pays your money, you takes your chances. It's not a glamorous job, but somebody has to do it. I just hope I do well at the next performance review.
I'm sorry, Andrew. You haven't sneezed violently enough on other people's sandwiches.
Clear out your desk by the end of the day.
Your internet, we're sorry for making you see this.
Okay.
In case anybody is wondering why there was a sudden burst of light and cackling from my end, I fixed my lamp.
So I have the same lamp upstairs, and it partially melted.
Concerning?
That sounds
Did you
very
use
sweet.
the right light bulb?
That's a good question, because I was a lot younger when it happened. I'm not actually sure.
That could be your problem.
It could be the problem, indeed. It has worked fine ever since. Yes, we still use a melted lamp.
You very
That
much
makes
should.
sense.
Yeah.
It's not whatnot.
Alright.
Yes, until it starts a fire in your home. Then waste and want not.
Insurance.
I feel like that would have you wanting a lot of things.
No, waste it and you will want not.
Wait, waste it?
Because
Yes.
you waste the lamp before it starts a fire and you will want not for your home.
Oh, okay. I was interpreting that the opposite direction.
It's the bounty hunter code of ethics. Waste them and waste the people you don't want.
That's disturbing.
Alright.
Issues, people.
Oh my word. Okay. Oh, this is on the internet
In
still.
a
Go upside
magazine.
down right now.
Oh, this is on the internet.
Oh yes, no, it is upside down.
You know what?
Okay.
This will be the weirdest thing that's happened on this stream. I don't know where Gabrielle
I'm
is.
glad it's not just me.
That's okay. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go into overprotective dad boyfriend mode where I'm like, "Are you okay? Where are you? What's wrong?"
She messaged that she'd be here soon.
Oh, she did?
When?
Yeah.
Where?
3 minutes ago.
Oh, there she is. Okay. My computer was still no. That was there was what? Oh, what was the thing? There was like she was at the like her phone died while she was somewhere and she didn't like she only told me that she was going to this place and she was nervous and then she like phone died and it was like oh I felt bad because there were like 20 texts. This is just who I am, people. All right, it's getting underway.
The internet knows a lot about us now.
The internet knows that knows that you buy cheap shrimp and feel sick. That Ethan knows how to fix things. Noah's upside down. You know that Tasha will drive a long way to slap bad shrimp away from her friends, and that I have an anxiety disorder. Okay. Okay. Where were we last? I remember last we were just kind of wrapping up. You folks were talking about what you wanted to do to get. No, we just came back from the caves. Am I right? We had discussed payment. You guys had gotten. You guys got paid, and you were trying to figure out what supplies you would need to make the journey. You guys are going to
One down the road.
You're going
Tamarna, yeah.
Tamarna.
That's
So
right.
Tamarna is, and Gabrielle told you that was how far of a journey?
I think we got 2 different answers.
I'm pretty sure we did. Based on what I'm looking at, we're looking at depending on how it goes, 3 to 5 days. That's what I'm gonna go.
Now we have 3 different answers.
What did she give you out of curiosity?
She gave us half a day, 2 days. That's the 2 options.
No, okay, so here's the thing. No matter how you slice it, there's a mountain in between you and them.
I shall bow to your answer. I'm just entertained. Then again, it could be
Gabrielle days.
Gabrielle units of time measurement.
My computer has just informed me that Windows has become corrupted. It's going to delete all of my files in 200 seconds.
That's scary.
Yes.
That sounds legitimate. Well, when Noah and his entire computer explode in 30 seconds.
We shall mourn him and know what to put on the gravestone.
Have you downloaded any firmware recently?
Any what?
Firmware?
What's that?
Updates to Windows, etc.?
All the ones that I thought I was supposed to.
So one of those might have been corrupted. Or if you recently installed software that you weren't entirely sure about, you could have installed malware.
Lovely.
But-
So if it's telling me to start a download that will fix everything, should I do that?
No. Restart your computer.
Okay.
Like force restart it.
Yes, hold down the power button.
Yes.
5 seconds usually does the trick.
Computer being restarted.
This is what happens when your computer becomes possessed.
This is the future.
Alright. Also, Noah, he looked freakishly like Sean for a second. That's just weird.
He can't be Sean and Mercy.
He can certainly try. Alright, so... what do you guys want to do? You're trying to get ready for this journey across... You're gonna have to go through the desert. You're gonna have to cross over a mountain by what people are telling
I'd like
you.
to acquire a horse with no name. To go through the desert.
When you mention a horse, the locals look at you like... What?
If I recall correctly, we'd gotten like food and water for
That's right. You got food and
time
water.
period.
Yeah, you got food and water for a couple days. Have you guys added that into your weight calculations for how much you guys need to carry?
No.
Alright, so...
How much would that and a Masterword longsword weigh?
Okay, so
Masterwork.
a Masterwork longsword... off the top of my head, somewhere between 8 and 12 pounds.
We'll go with 10 then.
Remind me what the difference between masterwork and regular is.
Masterwork is that they have a they have a larger crit range. Larger
Okay.
crit range.
I picked up a masterwork dagger. I just couldn't remember what it
Oh
did.
yeah, so that ooh. Why is the Masterwork dagger crit on? We never worked this out, or Gabrielle never worked it.
If the crit range is just one more, then it should be 18 to 20.
Okay, that's fine.
Gotta get me a masterwork rapier then.
Stab.
I haven't
I need to get
stabbed
me a
anyone in a
masterwork
really
for-
long time.
That is a true point.
What was that, Harley?
Oh, sorry, you said rapier, and I said I haven't stabbed anyone in a really long time.
That's a pity.
That's sad. You should remedy that.
Yes.
I
Not in real life.
Find an SCA group down here that will answer my messages and let me know where they exist.
That's terrible.
There's a modification to a Google Maps that you can get that shows you where every SCA practice in the world is.
Wait, what?
Did we start?
Yes.
Yes. All of this is live, and we've done precisely nothing except tell people how much we like supermarket shrimp.
Which is to say, not unless we're Harley.
Okay, they think I made poor decisions when grocery shopping.
She
You
bought.
should never buy grocery store shrimp unless you're getting it from like a deli counter.
She bought $5 bag shrimp, and now she feels sick.
I don't think it was the shrimp.
Wait, was it frozen?
Yeah,
Oh, then there's nothing wrong with it.
thank you.
I've eaten frozen shrimp like
Except
a
she
billion
feels
times.
sick.
There are so many other things I ate today.
There's also like plenty of ways that you can screw up frozen shrimp.
That is
Like,
true.
were they
I-
uncooked and you had to cook them?
No, it was cooked, frozen. I just had to
Oh.
defrost.
Oh, okay, that. Well, I've done that too.
Yeah,
This-
they're
this-
usually fine.
This is
My
all.
theory is
Yeah.
that I'm just a questionable cook when I'm trying to make cooked sushi.
Yeah, that might be it. Just gonna throw that out there. Sorry.
Yeah, this came from. You have to slightly undercook chicken to get the real flavor out of it.
Okay, listen.
Gabrielle.
Slightly, emphasis on slightly undercooked, and it's chicken, not like weird sea creatures.
As long as the internal temperature of chicken reaches 165 degrees, you've pulled it out of the danger zone, and bacteria and salmonella are dead.
Thank you. I'm pretty sure you don't have to overcook chicken to get it to 160 degrees.
165. 160 for beef, 165 for chicken, and 170 for fish.
So what were we saying before we started talking about cooking again?
Trying to figure out how much 3 days supplies weighs.
Ways?
Yes.
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 Depends on what the supplies are, I'm assuming.
Well, I'm assuming. Okay, so basically, food for a day costs about a pound a weight.
How much is it for me?
I mean, well, here's the thing: you're a halfling. You eat more than a normal human being on a regular
Exactly.
basis.
But I'm
But-
smaller.
For the sake of the story, it's kind of assumed that everybody eats the same amount a day. Of course, then how do elves fit in? But you guys are just weird about sleep. You're not weird about food.
So I should just complain about not eating a lot?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Ask us to stop for 11Zs.
11Zs. Yeah.
Second breakfast.
Can we stop for 11Zs? I need to
So,
make myself some tea.
So presumably rations for a day is enough drink and food to last for a single day for a person. So you're trying to travel 6 people. There's 6 of you, and you each need at least 3 days. So that means you're going to have 18 pounds of food to be distributed however you wish.
That's a lot of food.
It is a lot of food. Is it 18? So you're going to have 18 or.
Or we each carry 3 pounds of our own food.
Yes,
Saying, I'm
Probably not
taking
breaking
food.
everything back.
or it could be
I
5.
I want you guys to know that trail rations are 1 pound, but for a dwarf they're 1.5 pounds, and for a halfling they're just half a pound.
Ooh!
So how much is
That's
it? Jeremy?
Really random.
What did you say?
So
Jeremy?
trail rations are 1 pound and cost 5 silver pieces. Dwarven trail rations weigh 1.5 pounds, but cost 2 gold pieces. Elven trail rations, 2 gold pieces, 1 pound. Gnome trail rations, 2 gold pieces, 1 pound.
What's a gnome?
Halfling trail rations, 1 silver piece, 1/2 pound. And orc trail rations, 1 gold piece, 1 pound.
Is that per day? How much trail rations is that?
I mean, I don't assume that you guys are going to get different trail rations. I mean, are these the culture of origin, or are these the culture
Or just like
Of
how
how
much you
much-
need.
per person?
No, this is a day's worth of simple and basic food.
Okay,
And
so
got
it's
bread
usually
and
based on
jerky.
quantity of how much you need to eat.
Yeah, so for dwarves, it consists of smoked sausages, salted meat, hard biscuits, dried vegetables, etc. Which, if you subsist on nothing but those rations for at least 1 week, you can hustle or make a forced march for an additional hour without ill effects. Elven trail rations favors soft trail bread made of oats mixed with other grains, berries, and nuts, and sweetened with honey. If you are an elf who subsists on nothing but these rations for at least 1 week, you receive a +2 bonus on checks and saves that benefit from the endurance feat, etc.
Huh, neat. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear any of that. No, no, I'm not. But so well, here's what you guys are gonna get. You guys are you're gonna have hard oat cakes, kind of like rice cakes, similar kind of thing. Like you have oat
As
cakes.
long as we don't have to put peanut butter on them, I'm good.
I love peanut butter and
Sorry.
rice cakes. Okay, so
The basic trail
Bad
rations.
memories. Never mind.
so what you guys are gonna have is you're gonna have the oat cakes. You're gonna have something kind of like that. You're gonna have something also a little bit akin to hardtack. You're gonna have dried meat. You're gonna have smoked sausage, and you're gonna have dried fruit. That's essentially what you guys are gonna have for the days. And you're gonna have some water, and you're gonna have some a little bit of the cactus juice, not the liquor, just the juice. I mean, it ain't pretty. It ain't fantastic, but it's enough food. Like this is what these folks have on hand.
Basically, what you just gave us is exactly trail rations.
Okay, can you send that, Ethan, at some point? Whatever chart you pull that from. Also, where are we?
You're still with the Flynns.
Okay.
It's see
Pretty much the whole time before you came was us talking about shrimp.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Thanks, dude.
all right. So I believe Gabrielle left us at sunset last time because we got back from the caves. We hadn't gone to the next day.
Okay. All right.
So
What?
oh okay, all right. You
No. Go ahead.
there
Sorry.
you go.
No, I was saying all right.
It's fine. So as the deep desert night starts to come in on this town, you have your food supply that's taken care of at least. Is there anything else that you guys want to do before you guys get ready to go to bed? You guys have been to the caves today. You're tired. You've taken care of your rationing for the future.
We've effectively said our goodbyes too, right? We're just sort of good to go whenever.
Yeah, no, you guys got together. Definitely Felix said his goodbye to the children. Is there anything else that you guys feel in need? Is there anything that you need a hankering to do before we take off?
Not that I can think of really.
We're gonna have to figure out something to carry stuff.
All right,
Because
so
my armor basically exceeds my light load already.
That's unfortunate.
that's an issue.
Yeah. Strength of 7.
Let's see. Francis announces to you that he feels like he can carry his own weight.
Yeah,
What are you,
That's
what are you considering weight here? Are we looking at light load, medium load, or heavy load?
For
It's
traveling,
based on capacity.
it's based on your capacity. I mean,
Yes.
I mean, obviously, you're ideally gonna want to stick with light load, especially if you're traveling through the desert. You know, medium load's gonna make exhaustion build up faster. Francis can take 4 pounds of food because I left my 2 caltrops up with the Jackalman.
I've
I
already
accidentally-
taken 3 pounds of food.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, are we just carrying what we need for ourselves? Because I've got 3 pounds on me as a human. Like, I can take 3 pounds of trail rations as a human, because that's what I need for 3 days.
I can carry him.
I forgot to put weight in, so give me a minute.
You're
Yeah,
fine.
no, that's fine.
All right. So, as you guys are settling in for that night, the Mephits. As you guys are sitting around, this is Cervena. As you're sitting there, you feel a knocking on your shin.
What is knocking on my shin?
Just like so, you look down and it is it's your little method buddy. It's
Chakata?
Chakata. Yeah, he's in there.
Yes.
Play card. He's like points at
Okay,
you
sure.
and then just so he invites you over to a circle and there's a bunch of it shows you to all like these methods who are sitting around, like they're like all like they're looking at cards, holding them upside down. One's like chewing on one and describing how bad it tastes to his friends.
Oh boy.
And he's like, explain card.
Okay, I guess I'll explain poker, which Tasha can't do because Tasha doesn't know how to play poker.
Just make a percentile dice roll.
Oh my.
Just to see how many of them actually understand.
97.
97.
Yay!
Soon. Oh, Cervena, there are flocks of methods standing around. They're making cards. They're flinging sand in the air. They are loudly cheering your name. At this point, you've begun to get passing Flynns involved in this game. So now there are currently, it's just sitting around, there are no less than 4 interracial games of poker happening with jovial frivolity for all.
Jeez, we created a cult.
Poker cult.
Was not so like today to go.
Also, Noah, why are you upside down?
Why aren't you upside down, Gabrielle?
Because all of us are already upside down, so why is Noah not? Why is Noah right side up then?
Don't be so dull, darling.
Basically, Noah, why don't you look like the rest of us?
Because the ceiling is more fun.
Cool.
Alright, so as you guys are,
Before we leave the Flint, can I go around looking to see if I can find a black tunic similar in appearance to my glamored armor?
Yeah, no. So you go out. Just make again. I'm gonna go with the percentile on this one.
I gotta find a D10 and D100. 53.
53. It takes you a while until you find there's a place where that you passed by once before and you're not sure. Outside, it's one of the bigger tents. It's far away, like on the very edge of the camp, and you see that there's leather being tanned outside. But you also see like once the door opens, somebody comes in and out. You see that there are like racks of woven and spun things. So you proceed inside, and there's a middle-aged Flint woman, and she sells you, and she will offer to sell you. She has a selection of cloaks. There's some nicer ones. There's for just like a straight-up plain cloak. It's she'll charge you 4 or 5 silver pieces. For something that's a little more fancy.
I'm not looking for a cloak.
Okay.
I'm looking for a tunic.
Oh, just a straight-up tunic.
I want to keep the same cloak.
Oh,
I just want a tunic.
Okay. She shows you 2. She has one that's like plain. It has short sleeves, black. You button in the middle, and then there's one that is it's a little bit nicer. It has a red lining, sleeveless, and a hood.
I want the one that's all black.
Okay, so the one that's all
How
black.
much is that?
That would be like 2 silver pieces. That's
Okay.
not much.
I still don't know how much I got from being paid. Just so you're aware, but
Yeah, I forgot to put that way.
Okay.
We got what, 500 gold pieces to split the 6 of us? Does that sound right?
That's 30 for everybody, right?
what?
It's 30
No.
for everybody.
No.
No,
No.
should be
Oh no.
83.3 or so.
Let's call it 80. I would call it 83. I'm pretty sure that's what I stole.
83.3 repeating.
83.3 repeating. Okay, make note that I have 83 more gold pieces than I had before. Alright. Alright, so is there anything else you guys want to do before you bunk down? There is a wild poker tournament that they just organized a poker tournament, and they're not playing by all the rules, and they're still comparing each other's pile of sand to see who's the biggest, and they're breaking out measuring sticks, and people are arguing about what constitutes a handful. And now they have one guy who's just doing the handfuls, so they're all even.
Man,
So, is there anything else you guys want to do as the torchlight begins to burn low and push the ebbing, flickering shadows deeper into the night?
Sleep.
Alright.
I'll play a little poker before I go to sleep.
Alright, so
I don't know if that had to be specified. But...
Sure thing. You're up playing poker, as your friends bunk down to sleep. Cervena,
Yes.
you feel all of a sudden this wind spring up out of almost nowhere and push hard against your back, and you see it's enough to flap the tents, just very briefly flap the tents and blow some of the cards around and blow down a few of the piles of sand so that you see the sand streaming off the top for a little bit, and everybody kind of looks up and looks in the direction that the wind came from, and make a perception check.
Not fabulous. Very not fabulous. 9.
And just like that, without sound or explanation, the wind dies away. And everything is back to normal.
There was a breeze.
This seemed unnatural.
Make a nature check.
Oh, God. 13.
It does seem kind of weird that the wind would just kind of spring up like that, but I mean, it's the desert. Weird weather springs up all the time. Right?
Probably. I've been living in the desert for a while, so I think I'd know. But... okay. I guess I'll just keep my eyes open and ears open.
Cool. Alright, and slowly but surely, the Earth goes to sleep as the moon cycles above. The sun cracks the horizon the next morning, slowly the blue sky going gray to pink and back to blue. It's now morning.
they are me.
Okay.
Oh, are we gonna go travel then?
First breakfast.
Only the halfling.
What? I'm hungry.
And surely enough, they have a small breakfast prepared for you. It's light, fresh fruit, simple grains. They offer you sort of a thing it's almost like a giant cookie. Is sort of the general idea behind it.
It's for breakfast.
It's a mix of heartier desert grains mixed with dried fruit and something very tingly, and very exciting. I don't know how many of you have ever tried it before. If you're, It's black. It's kind of just sort of mixed into the batter. And you watch
Would it
the...
remind me of pepper?
I was gonna say pepper.
make a nature check.
Oh God.
Why do you hate?
My dice hate me today. 12. You're going in
11.
jail.
You have no idea what this is.
I mean, I would have had pepper before.
It's not pepper, but...
Okay.
Do I have any idea what it is from any of my reading?
You can certainly try and find out. Go for it with a nature check. Or just a general info. Go for general intelligence.
Okay. So just a straight intelligence?
Yes.
19.
19. After a while, you're able to get this. It's you're not sure quite what to call it. It's on the tip of your tongue. It's bitter. It's a bitter powder that people usually make into a drink.
Coffee?
I think you're. Yeah, at least you think it's coffee.
Okay.
So they're making you coffee-laced breakfast cookie.
Coffee cake?
No, it's more like a coffee flat breakfast cookie that they're cooking on like they turn a pan, or you turn a pan upside down and you pour it on the top and watch it get flat and come over the edge.
If there's
They
any
scoop it
extra,
off.
can I try to make coffee?
It's coffee crepes.
That's kind of what it sounds like.
Yeah, but hard.
Ardent coffee crepe.
Yeah.
As a comment,
Yes.
DM, I probably would have had coffee on my 3-day-long no-sleep research ventures, right?
And that depends. Coffee is hugely expensive, and it's like you don't necessarily have an export system like you do in our world. It's feasible that you could have had coffee before.
We'll go with it. I just had a funny comment I wanted to make, but
Well, don't leave it hanging.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Tasha.
no, like it's not applicable if I don't know what coffee is. Because I was
Okay,
just,
but
I was
if you
gonna have
did, what?
I was gonna have Thenmir say, generally coffee cakes and coffee pastries don't have coffee in them, but instead go with it.
What even is coffee? I mean,
You
we have some-
would absolutely know what coffee
Oh.
is.
Okay,
Coffee is
well,
where
well,
you come
very
is from
genius.
where you come from.
That's true. Okay, so like, I don't know. Coffee is one of the best things. I've been partial at some points to tea, but this is good. This tastes like
Tea is
Would
the
I-
best thing ever. How
would
can
I
any
know-
beverage ever
having-
surpass tea?
Having lived in Jalbar for the last 40 years,
Yeah.
is this a common Jalbarian drink then?
Jalbaris would absolutely drink coffee.
Alright, so coffee is something I would drink.
Yeah, totally. You take it sweet, you take it strong, you take it in little glasses. Like you guys do it like European. It's like it's sweet and strong.
The heck was that noise?
Don't you know that's the noise that Europeans make when they drink coffee? Walking through every cafe in Paris. Noah, back me up on this.
We will
Yeah,
use
totally
the
true.
company is very
That and mustaches. Welcome to France. Oh, all right. So,
As you were saying.
yes, as I was saying, the chief approaches you again. Right. Is there anything else I can do for you?
I don't know that there's really anything else that we need at this point, but thank you.
Right. When you are walking, head north until you see the second Araba, and go up this
The second what?
second gully coming down from the mountain. Take the second gully and follow that to the top.
And these are directions. These are the directions to where exactly?
It's directions to Telmarna. It's
Okay.
It is. There is a shorter way, but I would not recommend it.
What is the shorter way? Is that
Right.
going along the river?
The shorter way would be okay. Here we go. So there's two ways. You can either go west out of. You can either go west out of camp and just go that way. That'll take you over the top of the mountain. That's shorter.
Down to the river, correct?
Down to the river. Or you could go east out of camp, go north, and then go up the second Araba right through the pass. It takes a day longer, but it's less taxing.
So basically go and loop around.
Yes.
To
That's
save
okay.
having to climb over a mountain. I'm on board.
Yes, the less taxes, the better.
And there are some caves in the first way.
Taxes are inappropriate. Sorry, I got confused.
It's quite alright. Is there anything else I can do for you? Any of you, Servena?
Oh, I thought with last session we'd done with the awkward parts.
I'm sorry, it is,
No, that was Tasha, not Servetta.
it
Do I
is...
Did I
sound like
miss
I'm
something
figuring it out
important
from
What?
Okay, I don't want to know. Kid,
Just-
move on.
Tasha not having
The chief's been hitting on Servena.
Yeah,
Oh.
and Tasha having no experience with the relationships had made this very out of my depth.
So,
I've never been hit on. I don't know how you're supposed to respond to it.
be,
Then again, would Servena?
Who does?
I mean, in that case, yes, I'm playing Savannah perfectly, but
be careful. Things roam in the desert. Don't leave the edge of the desert.
We should totally leave the edge of the desert, guys.
Don't leave the edge of the desert. Keep your eyes on it. The nut is the second Araba, not the first.
Do things grease in the desert too?
Excuse me.
What about Italy? Do they Italy in the desert?
What? What?
Ethan
What
got
is
my
the-
pun.
If it was a pun, I don't want
Barely
to
not
hear it.
paying attention.
He said that things roam in the desert. So Noah asked if things
Oh.
grease in the desert.
Gotcha.
That is completely ridiculous. What even is roaming and what does Greece have to do with the desert? I've never heard of Greece being in the desert.
I mean, maybe someone was cooking?
Oh, the fact is-
yeah, they were cooking their shrimp.
Desert shrimp grease fire.
Grease is oil, and oil is in the desert.
That's
Helicopter
something
noise.
I need to know about.
Da 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 da.
So are we leaving?
Yes, we are.
Right. So the chief will talk. Well, each of you will shake each of you by the hand. Though when he does shake Servena by the hand, he will kiss your hand, and then wish you a fair journey.
Azalea's gonna look at her like, are you okay?
This is Tasha making faces, not Savannah.
Servena in game.
Savannah in game will respond pleasantly. He'll give him a smile, I guess. I don't know.
As they leave, Felix is gonna walk over to Savannah and be like, "So are you coming back soon?"
Okay, I feel like
You were more than 30 feet away. You didn't see it.
What is happening?
Felix senses romance.
What's that? Somebody did a kiss.
Felix. Romance.
Wrong for the Eve.
If it were not for you, I would not be in somebody else's digestion. Oh my gosh.
I'll take broken English.
I can make a Transformers reference here. His raised pheromone levels means he wants to mate with the girl. Has nobody seen the Transformers movies?
No.
No, but
Oh,
have you
okay,
seen
that's-
Guardians of the Galaxy 2? You have strong feelings for her. So you must be so embarrassed.
Man, we can't stay on track.
No, we can't. You guys.
Since when? Like, have we ever been able to stay on track?
So Were you guys taking the shortcut or the long cut?
I want to go the long cut.
I want to go the way that's gonna end up getting us into a fight.
That's
Amari,
Gabrielle speaking,
however,
not Amari.
That's Gabrielle. Amari, however, I will go whichever way the group decides to go. I'm prepared to climb over mountains. We have, I mean, not mostly mountains where I come from, but we have